morning, everyone. Welcome again to our backyard. I came out to do some watering, and as I have mentioned, we are in hummingbird migration season right now. And there's been a lot of hummingbird activity this morning, and I was hoping to catch some of their antics on camera, because they truly do escort each other out of the area that they consider to be their newfound territory as they move through. But now it's somewhat quieted down. You can hear that little tweet, 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 tweet. That happens to be the hummingbirds making their sounds. One of the things they like to do is they like to perch in our neighbor's tree, survey our backyard, and then swoop down to protect any of the flowers or hummingbird feeders that they, I guess, consider theirs temporarily. You'll notice we have hummingbird feeders here. I put there's one that went by. I put a baffle on the pole, and that's called a squirrel baffle, to keep the squirrels from climbing the pole and trying to get at. Typically it's bird seed, but unfortunately this year we have a couple of squirrels that have liked to drink the hummingbird nectar, which is that nice sweet sugar water. So that has been on the annoying side. I'm gonna move a little bit closer here. The sun is going to be coming up shortly, which is going to cause a little bit of some, or I should say cause the lighting to not be very good. I can hear them, but me being out here has definitely caused them to kind of settle down. See if I can come on this side. I have mentioned, I know in other videos, that the plants that they really like are the cigar plant, which is known as a cufia. They like the firecracker plant, which is here. They love the cardinal climber, which is all on our trellis. As I continue to walk through, this plant is known as a firecracker bush. Has tubular shaped flowers, these red flowers, reddish orange flowers that they love. Grows actually pretty tall. It is a tropical. This is a dwarf variety of a cigar plant, or cufia. It's not too dwarf. And I have mentioned this plant in the past. in past videos, this is a larger variety of cigar plant or kufia, and it has flowers all year long. I mean, until I guess the frost. When we planted it in the spring, early spring, it had flowers, and it just is flowering all summer. It never took a break. Now into the fall, we're October 3rd, and it's just such an attractor to hummingbirds and butterflies and bees. So that's been a really good performer. I have mentioned butterflies and bees, and even hummingbirds do like lantana. And lantana, this lantana is a mounding lantana, as opposed to, let me come over here, this is a sprawling lantana, but they love that. The other thing that's kind of surprised us this year is this porterweed. And porterweed is a plant that has this spiky bloom stalk on it, and it only flowers in part of it. And we actually have this purple, and I also have a coral porterweed. And every pollinator seems to love this, from the hummingbirds to the butterflies to the bees. And I only have this one, and I just got a coral one this fall, and I will be putting more porterweed in my butterfly and pollinator gardens here, because this has just been a magnet. And I do want to show another hummingbird attractor. That's all pollinators. This happens to be a Texas native. It's called the Coral Honeysuckle, and it has tubular flowers that the hummingbirds come down from below and put their beak in and drink, and the bees will come at the base here and try to snatch the nectar from the base. So that has been interesting. And the other hummingbird attractor, and unfortunately my Turk's cap is winding down now, but this is also a Texas native, and this has flowered from spring, and it's still flowering, although it's coming towards its end here, as you can see. And for the year, I mean, it will come back. But these flowers, it just has so many flowers on it, and the hummingbirds come in and just come down and drink the nectar, and they also really enjoy this. I'm going to come over to my coral porterweed here. I just got it recently at the nursery. It was the last one, and it likes its new home because it just had tiny little stalks about that big that weren't blooming, and you can see their bloom stalks now are growing, and the coral porterweed is just starting to bloom. So I'm real happy with that, and I'm real happy with these new bloom stalks that are starting to grow. Well, jeepers, hummingbirds. I mean, I can still hear them, but I am curtailing their activity. Maybe if I come over and just observe and be quiet. One's on the porterweed right now. Oh, one came in and was it the Mexican bush sage, which is purple there. Oh, it's coming right close. Lots of fun. Well, I hope you all have a great day today. And thank you for joining me in the gardens in my backyard.